Good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you all today? It is Thursday. So I just wanted to give a big shout out to the Evidential Medium course that just concluded last night. It was a beautiful group of people, a beautiful experience. Really appreciate everyone who is joining me on this journey of ascension, of awakening, of sharing spirit, of getting in connection with spirit wherever you are on your journey. Beautiful night. So I just wanted to shout out and say thank you to all of them. And then invite those of you who are resonating with working with me. We do start the Intuitive Guidance course on April 6th. That is a course that is designed for those of you who want to get into connection with spirit, and whether you want to share it or not. But that connection that you can forge with spirit, that relationship that you can start to build with spirit, to be able to live in alignment, to come into your gifts, whatever those gifts are. So lots of good stuff going on. And if you're joining me, welcome. If you're just finding me, hello. But that's what's going on. It's all good stuff. So thank you for being here with me. All right. So we are going to get this message for you this morning. Yesterday, I actually got on YouTube and I went through and I created a couple of playlists. So those playlists are there for you. One was the Soul Warrior playlist. So you can look at all of those readings because they are timeless. And then I did a playlist for all of the months that I do the monthlies. So you can go in that playlist if you want to look at the yearly theme that I did to kind of see if you're on target or if something's coming up. And then there's also the Moon Pick a Cards playlist. So we're going to add to that today at 10 o'clock. So if you didn't see, I will be back today at 10 a.m. to do a pick a card for the Aries new moon that we are experiencing. We've been experiencing for the past couple of days. Goes new on the 1st, and then 3 days shadow after. So that's going to be 10 a.m. this morning. If you have a question about twin flame, soulmate, relationships, take a look at yesterday's reading. We actually, at the halfway through, we got talking. The spirit was coming through very clearly with messages about soulmates and twin flames. So for those of you who are struggling in relationship, of moving away from a relationship or starting a new relationship, I would invite you to look at yesterday's reading if you have not had a chance to. Wow. Okay. These cards are just flying out. Good morning, everyone. So let's start with, do not let your mental body talk you out of anything. Don't let the fear in your mental body trap you into not going forward, not moving forward. So whatever the anxiety is, whatever the fear is, whatever is holding you back mentally, thoughts of I'm not good enough, I'm not worthy enough, that's never worked out in the past, who am I, whatever those fear thoughts are that are holding you back, unworthiness, powerlessness, fear, despair, all of that. Really look at, what is my mental body going, what are the thoughts spinning around in there? Because when those negative thoughts are spinning around, we have to stop them. We have to become the observer of the thought and say, nope, I'm not going to buy into that old story. I'm not going to buy into that old pattern of thinking, because that's not where I am anymore. That's not who I am anymore. I am coming into my passion being ignited. I'm coming into me really finding myself in my passion, what I want, and I'm coming into this new season, this new cycle. This is a number 1 card. So something is beginning for each and every one of you in some area of your life. For some of you, it might just be that you're getting into that healing yourself, healing that wounded aspect of yourself, because you're tired, you're done of being trapped in the fear. You're done being trapped into those negative self-talk that's really only manifesting more of the negative self-talk and the more of the negative situations. So getting ignited about where you're passionate, and if you're not sure where that is, look what came right behind it. Get into connection with spirit. Get into your inspiration. your gut instinct, your intuition. That is the way. That is where you're getting your messages, where you're getting the signs, where you're getting the symbols, where you're getting the encouragement from spirit to go in this new direction, whatever that new direction looks for you. So very, very important to really start listening to your gut, really start listening to that voice that is not you inside of your head saying, you can do this, you can have this, or it's time to start this project, or it's time to look into this area of your life. That intuition is bringing to you that which is for you. You have to trust it and act on it. So for many of you, you've had some beautiful big endings, and they're bringing you into these beautiful new beginnings. So these big endings have been hard. These big endings have been no joke. These big endings have been, oh my gosh, I don't know how I'm going to go forward. I don't know what going forward looks like, because what has ended has been such a big transformation in your life, that you are coming into this new area of your life that feels very, very different. And it's so different that it's throwing you off, that you're fearful. And that may be why this fear in your mental body is ramping up, because where you're being guided to, where you're being led to feels so different. It triggers that, who am I? Or it's never worked out for me in the past, or I don't deserve that. I'm not good enough for that. Mm-mm. We got to quiet that story. We got to quiet that story, because the ending that you're going through is bringing you into what is for you, that new relationship, that new opportunity. And the only way to get that is to transition out of those old thoughts, those old emotions, those old fears. And sometimes the only thing you can do is have the courage to walk through the fear. Remember that courage is not the absence of fear. Courage is the feeling the fear, knowing the fear, and going anyway, doing it anyway. So be courageous as you move forward. And then behind that, we got two cards. We didn't get just one more card. We got two cards. So because it is time. It is time for you to love yourself. It is time for you to receive love from others. For some of you, this will be romantic love. For some of you, this will be friendship love, family love. For some of you, this transformation is bringing people back into your life, friends and family members who may have, had to take a step away as you were going through your ascension process, or as your life was transforming in some way. But they're coming back, and your cup will run over, and your cup will be filled up. And so now it's going to be up to you to be discerning. Are you going to stay in emotional withdrawal, or are you going to open back up? Are you going to give them another chance? I would say give the chance if you feel like they have done the work. If there is some remorse, if there is some transformation they've been through. If there isn't, then you might want to just leave them kind of where they are. And that was the conversation we had yesterday. So if you want more on that, I would look at that video if you've not had a chance to do that. So I do feel like for all of us, I do feel this, guys. I feel this in my bones, that right now what you're going through are these three big. You are being ignited to go in a new direction, and it is bringing about big, big transformation that can feel very scary. But that is the way for you. That is where you're being led and guided, because that is where your blessings and your abundance and your prosperity and all of that is going to be. Unfortunately, there's nothing new behind you. There's nothing new behind you. So anybody coming in, if they haven't also gone through their transformation, if they haven't gone through some kind of realization, you might want to just give them more time. So good morning, everyone. Good morning, Kara. Good morning, Jessica. Good morning, Nancy. Good morning, Thomas. Good morning, Cynthia. Good morning, Cynthia. So Nancy, actually, this is a general message. Please take what resonates and leave the rest. So let's see what we have for the advice to go with this. Yeah, anything coming around that doesn't feel good, clear, cancel, and release. You just basically send up that prayer. Clear, cancel, and release. Any negative energy, any negative thought, any negative feeling, any negativity that's coming in any of your bodies, mental, emotional, spiritual, energetic, physical. Clear, cancel, and release. Let your spirit team know I'm not buying that old BS anymore. That's out of here. I'm done with that. So that you can come into the new. You can come into what is for you. You can allow the good in. Sometimes we block the good, the new, because we're holding so tightly onto the old. And the old didn't get us anywhere. It's not going to get us anywhere. We got to move on. And so if you've got people coming in that are trying to hold you into an old story, hold you into an old relationship, and these are not serving you, these are not feeling good, these are not growing or evolving in any way, just ask, clear, cancel, and release, and let that old energy out of your experience. And if you need help in this journey, if you need help in this process, uh, ask for the signs and the reminders. What is it that you're bringing to me? Can you show me? Can you show me that, I can trust this information that I'm receiving, this inspiration that I'm receiving, this, and then ask for the signs and reminders, and then allow them to come in, whether they come in through a picture, a word, an event, numbers, words. Repetitive. It'll be repetitive. It'll be like in your face. You can't ignore it. And when you get that sign that's in your face and you can't ignore it, don't ignore it. And for me, the rule of thumb is if I see it 3 times. So if I see a number sequence 3 times, I know that's for me. Sometimes I wonder, like the first and the second, but then the third, I'm like, okay, that's spirit communicating. Same thing with like a word or a picture. If you're being brought to the same thing, over and over at least 3 times, that is your sign. That is your sign. I feel like Jeff Foxworthy right now. That's your sign. All right. I'm being called to pull from the Romance Angel because I feel like many of you do have kind of like relationship. And again, it may not just be partner romantic. It could also be family member, friend. Yeah, seriously. Good morning, Mandy. Good morning. All right. So let's see what we got here for you guys. There you go, Thomas. Absolutely. Not waiting for that big slap in the face. Absolutely. Yeah. Sometimes now, like I know number, the first time, especially if it's like a very over the top kind of number, like 4 8s in a row, or I don't know if you've noticed, but I've been posting like screenshots of my page of the different numbers that keep appearing, and I'm getting 8 8 8 8 8 8 8 8 8 8 like all over the place. So something big is coming, and I feel like it's not just for me. I feel like because they're the numbers on my page, like it's for all of us on my page. So good things are coming. And as I say that, the card that jumped out is new love. So for many of you, if this resonates for you, if you've been single for a minute, or you've been alone for a minute, a new person has stirred your romantic feelings. So you have new love coming in. For some of you, again, this could be a family member. This could be an old friend kind of resurfacing because they're ready. They're ready to come back into your experience. So for many of us, I feel like you're going to have the opportunity, and that's why it's important to embrace the transformation and the intuition, because Spirit's going to very clearly let you know, yes, this is a person to give some time and effort to, or no, this is not the person we're bringing you. Move on. Yeah, Thomas, absolutely. All right, so let's see what else. It is safe for you to love. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. Yeah, so this transformation, what you've been brought through, what you've gone through, is letting you know that you really did heal some aspect of yourself that you needed to, some unworthiness or some piece of I'm not good enough to have this thing. So for many of you, and that's why I think it's important, like you are feeling you're not sure about a soulmate, you're not sure about a twin flame, you're not sure what that all means, please look at yesterday's video. Spirit came through very clear on that. And to be honest with you, I'm going to watch it myself because, again, when I channel information like that or messages like that, I don't always take it in as myself because it's literally coming through me. And I know that I said some very profound things that had to do with twin flame, because that's a big, big question. There's a lot of misconception, a lot of misperception out there in mainstream media, mainstream life society about what a twin flame or a soulmate is. And it's not what the mainstream has out there. It's not your happily ever after. If anything, it's the complete opposite. It's your gonna grow you and evolve you in a way that's gonna be uncomfortable. But when you get to the other side of it, that's where the magic is. And so for many of you, I feel like that's what we're coming into, this new love. And it is time to allow new people and situations into your life. And maybe, for the first time in a very long time. But that's what's been going on for, all of us in some way in this past, few years. We have been being transformed. We have been being changed, evolved, grown as very human beings to be able to open up and receive in a way that we have not been able to in a very long time. Sorry, did not mean to put that on the screen. Please do not buy into any solicitation on any of my pages. I am not in any kind of collaboration with anyone. All right, I do want to get an angel to go with this. Be discerning, guys. Be discerning. You will know. You will feel it in your gut if this person is someone to allow into your experience or if it's not. So always, always trust your gut. Trust your gut. Hey, lady. Oh, good, Mandy. Good, good, good. Yeah, oh, good luck hammering this message today. Archangel Michael, open your heart. Yeah, it's time. It's time to open your heart. The only way to unblock your heart chakra is to love, is to open your heart. So whether you're opening your heart to friendship, family, yourself, and then, for some romantic, a partner to come in and be part of your experience. But it is time. It is time to get back to being an open-hearted vessel, to be loving and giving in a way that maybe you haven't been in a very long time, just because of the pain and the trauma and the hurt of what you've been through in the past. So that is being cleared out. That is being transformed. And you are going through an evolution process. And for many of you, I feel like you're coming through that evolution process and you're coming to the other side. And now it's time to love again. It's time to open up again. So I'm going to come back in half an hour and we're going to do the new moon pick a card reading. So grab your coffee, grab your water, grab your tea. Wherever you are in the world, it might be 5 o'clock somewhere. So your glass of wine, if you're seeing this on the other side of the continent and it's that time for you. But we're going to look at what these, because I do feel like opportunities are opening up. This Aries new moon is going to bring in opportunities. And I've been feeling it in my own life. I've had some big changes going on for myself. I know that all of you are experiencing it in some way. So come back to the pick a card at 10 a.m. and we will do that today so you can get some individualized information, advice for yourself. So thank you for being here today. And I'm looking forward to where we're going. I'm looking forward to how we're all kind of going through a major transformation that may be uncomfortable, but boy, is it going to break you open. It's going to bring you to the other side, and it's going to allow you to start receiving everything you've been wanting to receive and couldn't understand why you couldn't have it at the time that you wanted it. And I feel like now you're coming into divine time where things are starting to open up. Things are starting to come together for you in a way that it's been very stuck energy. It's been very blocked energy. You've been very like pushing against that wall that just would not give. And I feel like things are going to really open up. And so for some of you, it could be unsettling because it happens all at once. So getting grounded is going to be really important going forward here in the next little while, like really being connected to yourself and Mother Gaia, and just knowing that whatever is coming for you is for you. And where the fear comes in, where those old thought patterns come in, it's time to say, no, I'm not there anymore. That's not who I am anymore. And to have the courage to walk through it. All right. So thank you for being here with me today. And I'll be back at 10 o'clock. And have a beautiful rest of your Thursday. And we'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys. Yeah. Yeah, folks. I almost feel like put on your parachute. Put on your parachute. All good. It's all good. We'll talk to you soon.